Good evening. Welcome to Devour'e TV on this gorgeous radio, powered by Niketi TV. I am your host, Devour'e B, with my beautiful co-host.
Chemistry.
Alright, so we're gonna get right into it, this Nipsey Hussle baby mother thing. I don't know if you heard about that, but she definitely is trying to get custody of Imani, and she wants more than 130 million. Now what I think about that is how can she get 30 million of anything, or even have custody of this child when the child is 10, and now you want to be in her life? I think it's more about money. But you as a mom, let's hear your opinion on that.
I'm not in that same jurisdiction though. How old is the kid?
Imani is 10.
Okay, so that's his only child by her, or her?
Yeah, that's his only child by her.
I don't know. It could be a money move. You know, I can't really describe it. I'm not really into their personal business per se. You know what I'm saying? I just understand what you're saying. It sounds like a money move. But at the same time, she probably wants to spend time with her kid now since the father's gone. You never know. You can't, you can't describe it when things happen like that. Trauma, instant trauma.
So why wouldn't you want to spend time when the father was here? All of a sudden now that Nipsey's dead, and Sam, his brother,
There's no guarantee that, she didn't want to spend time with her child prior. So,
you do know that she's not happy with Nipsey's brother being the head of the estate, because now he's controlling that 2 million, which his kids do get like half of that. So
yeah.
if she gets one, then that's 1 million she can control, and then if she becomes the head of the state, which is what she's trying to do.
Well, she is, but at the same time, she may have plans for her kid or her children. I don't know how many she have per se, but you got to take into consideration the situation that has occurred. Her biological father is gone. She's the only, mother. So why not have that child, have her child? And if money need to come with it to support it, why not? Things change, so people may do too. I don't know, but
Okay, so
don't just take it as she just want the money and not the kid, because we just don't know that. We don't know really the ends of that situation.
Okay. So you with taking a 10-year-old child away from somebody they already been staying with and uprooting them to another home?
It's not more about taking them. It's just more about having a stable environment for her child. That's not their child. They didn't give birth to them. So it's a different feeling. So when it comes to that, I mean, my son is 17. So honestly, man, my child father went through all of that. But at the end of the day, the child has a voice too.
Okay. Well,
So
I mean,
if the child feels like she wants to stay with her mom, then why not? You
um,
know?
I'm kind of a product of that. Um, my father left when, well, sperm donor, as they say, left when I was real young, and then he tried to come back into my life at 17. So my thing to him was like, what can you tell me now about being a man? Because you wasn't one, and you definitely couldn't tell me about the streets, because where were you?
Well, he
So
probably can because he's still living.
yeah, but I did it on my own. He ain't tell me nothing.
Yeah,
Do
he
you know
probably
since
say
that day
nothing.
I haven't talked to him?
I understand. It's some feelings there, but I'm not a psychiatrist, so I can't help you on that.
You should
But
be.
you know,
You should be. We ain't gonna tell nobody how you be for real, for real.
yeah, I do help a lot of people in their relationships consider I'm single, but never take advice from a single person. They say.
Okay. And now let's get into this. I don't even really want to touch this situation because the Beehive be going crazy. But this Beyonce situation, um, that happened at the Golden State Warriors game.
Oh my goodness.
Now, mind you, it was the owners of the Golden State wife, which he was sitting right beside his wife. She kind of talked over Beyonce to Jay-Z, asking him about a drink. He responded, and she was leaning back over to say like, "Do you want lime or something in that?" And you know how social media might catch a glimpse and screenshot that.
Oh, yeah, you know, she ain't had to go to that extreme to ask me need a drink, you know. That was just too much. But, you know, Beyonce took care of that.
Now Beyonce just gave a look, right? And social media screenshotted that and took it as Beyonce had an attitude. And man, the Beehive went crazy on the owner. Like
Instagram.
that owner's wife, Instagram,
Oh,
she
man.
wound up deleting her
They
Instagram.
tore her up. They tore her little tail up.
Now,
They did.
Beyonce did go and speak on telling the people, to stop threatening this lady and all that. But I just think it could have been a lot sooner. And I definitely think the Beehive need to chill a little bit. Like, sheesh.
They don't know no chill. Yeah, I mean, it could have went down a little different, but believe it or not, they had talk behind those cameras. I promise you that. And I ain't talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce. I'm talking about the little lady and her. So you just, you gotta know your place. And if you don't know your place, things may occur that you may not like.
Okay, well, like I kind of mentioned to you earlier, that same situation happened with Jay-Z.
I know.
So, you know what I'm saying? Nobody took of it as a big deal then, but now that it's Beyonce,
That's Jay-Z.
that Beehive, but you know what I'm saying? I don't even know how much I want to touch that
He
Beehive.
ain't got time for it, so he ain't got time for the family. The family gonna what? But Beyonce ain't got to do too much. You know what I'm saying? Solange got that.
True that, true. But I also want to introduce our new, not host, but the new
Yes.
guest on the show, Ariella Effortless,
Yes.
artist out of the DMV. She's gonna be coming up now.
Well, let's give it up.
And get in your bag. 22 bags, yeah. Revenge through bars, bitch.
Money rotating, cheese on the wheel. Don't need no excuses, fuck your house spill. Steven Spielberg, check out the real. Making movies, yeah, this shit is for real. Baby girl, tell me what is the deal? Why you mad? We ain't friends, we don't chill. Jump back like there's time in the fall. Colors off, get you clean like I'm all. Spitting bars and I'm having a ball. Dressing for less like you shopping at Ross. Baby father ballin', bitch, he a boss. Play with his beard while I'm calling him Ross. Play with the pussy, my salad get tossed. Check out, he dropping me off. Stop at the house, change the fit and I'm off. Main nigga running errands, he off. Told him I'm working cause he would go off. Getting money and I'm splishing with sauce. Have you some, live your life on the edge. Someone gon' spend it for you when you dead. Let him hit it till he get to the edge. Jump off, tell him give me my bread. Clean him out, call this pussy a dredge. Bitch, I'm a trophy, put me on the ledge. Get on my business and get in your bag. Run it up, no tags. Get in his business and run up his tab. Run it up, no tags. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, no tags. Chop up his car with a cleaver. If it decline, baby, call him lever. 2,000 times cause he walks like a t-shirt. Get to the back of the line, you a research. Making me revert. To a savage, you getting me amped like a reverb. The best what I deserve. Got more than one egg in my basket, it's Easter. Never been a creeper. When it comes to the business, I kiss in a seeker. That's when it gets deeper. Reap what you sow, take your soul like a reaper. Have you singing Aretha? Crying you lost cause he grabbing my D cup. Start stepping your pee up. Worry about a nigga that is a cheater. All these fish in the sea, huh? What's your problem? You're cutting up going on me, huh? Don't want them, you keep them. Ain't worried cause I got that bomb like a napalm. You throwing the shade wrong. Trying to get me locked up like I'm Akon. Got money for bail bond. Have you mad again, mom? Red as a tampon. Get on my business and get in your bag. Run it up, no tags. Get in his business and run up his tab. Run it up, no tags. Run it up, 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 no tags. I need a chauffeur to my car. Ay, Ayy, I just got lit at the bar. Ayy, I'ma strike, fuck a spar. Ayy, roll the dice, pick a card. Ayy, always in charge. Ayy, nothing free, bitch, I charge. Ayy, do it big, do it large. Listen to your man, Chico the barge. Ayy, keep it kicking like I'm Christopher Bosh. Late night, black scarf. Ayy, black boots, black bra. Ayy, black car, get robbed. Ayy, that's how it go when you starve. Ayy, do anything just to get it. Fuck your brother and his man if he with it. They both had a check but didn't have to split it. Ayy, ayy, bow, bow, bow. Back shots when he get it. Ayy, money dance when we finish. Feeling good on the go, you replenish. Overactive like you Dennis the Menace. DMV Slayer, these bitches is finished. It's never ending and it can't be diminished. Ayy, get on my business and get in your bag. Run it up, no tags. Get in his business and run up his tab. Run it up, no tags. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, no tags. Get on my business and get in your bag. Run it up, no tags. Get in his business and run up his tab. Run it up, no tags. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, no tags.
Welcome, Miss Ariella, Effortless.
Thank you for having me.
So you know I gotta touch on that name, Effortless, right? So how did you come up with that name?
Cause I mean, it was effortless, for me to sit down and write music. It's kind of easy. Cause when I was in high school, I paid attention to all of those little colorful words that was stapled to the wall. It was like the SAT words they always used to have stapled to the. So I was always like fascinated with words. So.
Okay.
Just writing is easy. It just.
So this music is effortless to you, huh?
Yeah, I would say, cause I'm a lover of music, so I should only know how to be able to make it if I love it.
Awesome. I love that word, to be honest, because things out here, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of, how can I explain it, a man's world when it comes into this rap industry. So,
but ladies is taking over though.
Yeah, the ladies kind of don't. You know what I'm saying? We got the normal people, Cardi B, but yeah. But we trying to get more people out here, and more people really that's in the DMV as well, because they don't really show a lot of spotlight on them.
Yeah.
And honestly, we got some talent.
Yeah, we do. And speaking of that, I do host
Mind your business and get in your bag.
artists come out and they actually showcase their
Revenge to
talent.
find.
It's at the Lounge on Georgia Avenue, and I'm getting into that to help other artists out, and I'm trying to get producers to come in and help artists with beats, and trying to get producers to come in and help artists with free studio time. Just as an incentive for artists.
Trying to find some like avenue for someone to get some help when they where it's hard at.
Yeah.
So I do feel you on that.
Yeah, definitely.
We definitely might need to connect on that situation. I'm just like working on that situation myself. I mean, I've done a couple, but I got out of that scene. But more into where you exactly from.
Okay. I just call myself the DMV Slayer because I've dabbled in like DC, Maryland, Virginia, period. Like I started in Maryland. I went to Bladensburg High School.
Okay.
So Riverdale area. That's where I basically grew up until I was like 16, 17, and I jumped off the porch. I left my mom's house, and I moved to Southeast. Morris Road.
So sad.
So from there, I stayed around One Dudes, Robinson Place, Alabama Avenue. I just frequented that area, up until my mid-20s, and then I bounced back and forth.
So for all them people that don't know about that side, what I'm saying, you named a ladder like hood.
Yeah, and
that.
Robinson Place not even there no more. So
Right.
yeah, they
Got
tearing
you on
that
that.
down. They tearing a lot of hoods down.
Exactly. Very Farm's already gone.
Yeah, Capers, that's gone. They took that.
So Miss DMV Slayer, I know you probably heard some of the conversation we was having about the Nipsey Hussle thing, and I just want to get your point or how you feel about that situation.
I actually haven't followed up with that. So I really can't speak on something that I don't really know about. I haven't really been listening to a lot of the social media hype, and I try to stay away from that. Even though I'm on social media constantly, but it's more so to push DMV artists and myself as an artist. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have time to dabble into the petty stuff.
So tell me, when was the last time you've been on stage?
The last time I was on stage was last Wednesday. We actually threw a birthday event for somebody who actually helped me get the venue, Black and Lounge. So that was the last time I performed.
Okay, so tell me, what's like your next CD that's coming out that we can?
I'm working on singles.
Really? Okay.
I got a single called "Bust Me."
I want to hear that one.
Okay, it's a cute little song or whatever, but I'm kind of torn right now because in the wintertime I just sat in the house, like I record. I've been trying to learn how to engineer my own music because I don't like the middleman, like,
right.
Having to wait for your stuff to be bounced and mixed and mastered. I tried to learn how to do that on my own, so I have like some slight equipment that I sit in the house and I record rough drafts. So all winter I was just locked in the house, just recording, writing, like all winter. So I have a plethora of songs, but I just don't know what I want to put out. So Who Is This and Run have been the last two singles, and I'm thinking about putting Bust Me out because I've already put it out as people, what I'm saying, wanting to listen, look out for it. So, but I'm kind of torn in between what I want to do next. But I know a visual is definitely coming.
Let me ask another question because I got some more.
Good.
So yes, definitely. Let's talk about the video.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let's talk about it.
Yes, you popping in that joint. Okay, so who directed it?
Vanish Films, and he's from Oxon Hill, I do believe. He works with Louis Bags.
Oh yeah, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to Louis Bags. He works with a lot of the outside artists, and I think he was working with Light Show. He be everywhere.
Everywhere.
So,
Okay.
Yeah,
And see, Oxon Hill, Maryland, y'all be sleeping on them NVAs.
Yeah, shout out to outside.
Yeah, I'm a PG girl too, so it's like, come on now, they be throwing it all. Don't get me wrong, I'm from Baltimore as well, but
Oh yeah, that's what's up too. That's another gap, another bridge we need to gap over. Another gap we need to bridge.
and I understand
How
that
you
too.
say that?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Either way you say it, we need to come close.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, far as
And artists from Baltimore actually been coming out doing
Yeah.
showcases out here, so we need to start going out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Doing
come on
showcases
out
because
there more.
it's a whole nother crowd out there.
I love it.
Really.
I love it.
Showcases I've seen like all different races. You know what I'm saying in a
Yeah,
showcase.
yeah. I used to hold
As to
some
where
out
it's
there.
primarily black in most showcases here. So you know what I'm saying. Your music can get out to more people if you just go to different places. Besides
Well,
just-
I think that might be a little harder out there with, for anybody that know the history on that DMV DC Baltimore thing. Let me
Yeah,
say
there was
that.
some beefs between some artists, right?
And that's been going on for, well, it started before the artists. That was just something that's been going on for
I ain't
years.
gonna stop my money for someone else's beef decades ago. It just don't make sense,
So where did that like really derive from? Actually, school.
I forgot actually how it really started, but I know it's been going on at least since the 90s.
Was it some jail shit though?
Probably.
It always start in jail.
It probably was.
Yeah.
I definitely can update the people on that next week.
Yeah.
I definitely would do some research on that.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good topic.
But when
to
it
cover.
push comes to shove, when they in jail, they bond together compared to them people that's on the outside.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
facts.
So why not do when you on the streets? It's common sense. So all that hating and carrying it on to the next generation need to cease. Honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, I definitely agree with that. But
But,
we gotta learn to get along with each other first.
Yeah, facts.
Well,
Baltimore, they going wild right now, just as DC going wild. I just heard like,
that's not gonna change.
what was that? A rapper and a comedian just got killed out there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So that's crazy as well. But Miss DMV Slayer,
Yes, sir.
because I'm paying attention to you. You said you do these showcases, and my question was, even though we talked a little bit about this earlier, that song where you mentioned Killer Keisha and Shelly the MC.
I actually, Killer Keisha was looking for artists to be on her mixtape. And she was like, send me your music or whatever. So I sent her a link to that song. It wasn't even, the lyrics were, Shelly, you pretty, but you ain't the one. Psych, huh? Give me some rum. DC Honey's coming at you like a click. Killer Keisha, where you at? Boom.
Right.
So you get what I'm saying? Like DC, we coming at you like a clique. And when I say, Shelly, you pretty, but you ain't the one, psych. I say psych, and then I say, huh, give me some rum. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's women out here trying to eat, you know what I'm saying, besides her. And sometimes I feel like we emphasize more on the person who has more marketing and promoting, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to just maybe having a showcase with all of us at once, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, all of us coming together and supporting each other. I feel like we only look at it like it could be one queen in DC, or you know what I'm saying, and it's not like that. And it's even pushes over into the industry. You know, they're fighting to make it so it's more women in the game now. You know what I'm saying? So
Now I'm glad you said that because
we're all different.
I remember when somebody first told me that about the video.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, "Man, you heard the joint with the girl going at Shelly?" I'm like, "Going at Shelly?" So that's what made me listen to it.
Oh,
So
they was talking about me?
they were talking about you going at Shelly
Oh
because
no, it was a little
everybody,
while ago.
like I told you earlier, everybody heard the Shelly name, but they really didn't comprehend what you said behind that.
Of course not.
So,
I'm not gonna do that.
so when that's why when I asked you about it earlier and you elaborated, I'm like, oh, you know what? She did say that. Like,
And another thing, it was a time where the girl Bali Baby from Atlanta, this DC, it was saying all DMV
Yeah, I
rappers stole
remember
their
that.
flow from such and such and such and such. So at the time, the manager that I had was like, you need to jump on that and you need to do something. You know what I'm saying? Especially since your name, you call yourself the DMV Slayer. She just said that all of us got the same rap style, so you got to say something. So I said something, and in my song, I used a clip of her saying, DMV, all y'all, her diss, I put it at the beginning of my song.
Right.
And I put my song out a couple days before Shelly put her diss out. And then when Shelly put her diss out, it was the same. It was her, you know what I'm saying her little beef, and then she started rapping. So I was just like, it's kind of funny that, I don't know.
Well, I'm
I
glad-
don't want to sound like I'm a hater or nothing, but
nah, I'm glad you touched on that.
I love her though. I love her. Shout out to Shelly the MC. She's sweet. I've cried in front of her before. Like I've told her that I really like her. I told her she's inspired me too. So I told her she's winning. So it's enough room for everybody to win out here.
Can I
Yeah.
backtrack, please?
Yes.
Rest in peace. His name is G Songs, the Stroke Project, That's from Baltimore. He was a good rapper. I had to go ahead and look them up because
peace.
I am from there. So rest in peace to his family.
Rest in peace.
Okay. I definitely agree with what you're saying. I think more female rappers, even male rappers, definitely need to get together and do more songs because it's a lot of artists that then really came at the DMV and it ain't been too much of a response.
Yeah, nobody really saying nothing. So, and I think me and Shelly was really the only ones who put out diss tracks about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's so many other female artists in the DMV. It's so many, So I just really feel like we all need to come together so they won't do that to us. So when somebody, they'll think before they be like, oh, the DMV such and such. They're gonna be like, oh, like the Beehive is with Beyonce. That's
Right.
how we need to be when somebody diss us, because you gotta hold down your demographic
own.
first. You
It's
know what
your
I'm saying?
own, it's your
Before you
area.
try to venture out, you gotta hold down your demographic and get that on lock before you even try to venture out anywhere else. That's why it's not enough support between artists in the city.
So who
Yep.
would you like to work with in the future?
I would like to work. You mean like DMV artists?
DMV artists or
I would like to work with Fat Trail.
Okay.
I would like to work with Cute Food. I already reached out to them. I would like to work with Will the Rapper.
Yeah.
I would like to work with Light Show.
Okay.
I would like to work with Killer Keisha and Shelly. I feel like all three of us can make a banger.
Man, well,
I really
as
do.
you
I
said
feel
that,
like
I'm
would
like,
be
I'm
epic.
hearing that.
Yeah, I
Even
think that
you
would
and
be
Fat
epic.
Trail.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, like, just from the video we just played, I think, like, that type of style,
Yeah.
Fat Trail will get on that with you.
I'm
Yeah.
fucking with that. Like, that would be a real hot collab. So,
Nice.
but a lot of stuff is in the making. It take time, patience, money, and a lot of other things. But the dream gonna happen.
Okay. So, my next question is, who are some of your influences?
Biggie, Kim, Busta Rhymes, Bone Thugs.
Busta Rhymes, okay.
Who else?
Busta be going.
Yes, he does.
I'm about to say those.
Yeah. E40. I don't know about, but I like E40. Who else? It's a lot of them. Gucci Mane. I like Gucci. Nicki, of course. I miss her. Yeah, and those would be my like influences. If I can be a super rapper, all of those would be in, you know, my flow. Yeah.
Dang, you ain't say somebody, but
Who?
gotta go like Cardi B.
No, she's new school.
She new school. Oh, you don't like no new school rappers.
It's not about you don't
It's
like.
not about me not liking them. It's just, you know,
Yeah,
I like her ad libs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But she got her stuff from Migos. That's how I feel. That's how she got her flow. Her little whoop whoop and her little, you know, crazy shit she be doing. That's
I mean,
a
you
little
can't say in the
offset.
beginning she was different.
She wasn't doing that,
Exactly.
right? But then
So-
she got with them, and you know what I'm saying. She switched her flow up, which
Exactly.
was industry. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to conform.
Yeah.
So she definitely conformed, but it works for her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her. But I wouldn't say, you know, she was one of my influences because
Right.
I was already rapping before she was hot. Like,
Right, got you. Let's go back to that question because I don't think you touched on that about who are some of you so I'm just gonna say who are some mainstream artists that you would like to work with?
well, she just became mainstream, but Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah,
I really fuck with her.
I like her too.
I would work with Asian doll. She's not mainstream, but I would work with her too. Just because she
Her
got the
couple
little, she
tracks.
got the millennials on lock. As far as, you know, the kids bop. But I would definitely work with her. Drake. Who else? Cardi B. Who else? Who else is it? I would work with City Girls too.
Okay.
Just because they pop and they fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
Yeah, period. And that's really about it. Jay-Z, Beyonce, that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So besides the Wednesday thing you got coming up, is there any other projects you working on? Something we should be looking out for from you?
Right now, I'm pretty much trying to get my next single recorded and professionally mixed and mastered. But right now, I'm really pushing Run because that song only been out for like a month.
Okay.
So it haven't even really been out that long. So I'm pushing that for, you know, the next couple of months. So just be looking at Run. Just keep, you know, streaming that shit. That's it.
And let's get into this video with you in traffic.
Okay, that's outside again in the building. Love you. Shout out to him.
So can we have you introduce the video?
Okay, next up we have my video with Oside rapper, Low Views, Traffic.
Yes.
Let's go. Can we see?
I'm just swerving through the traffic. I'm just swerving through the traffic. Fucking traffic. Nigga play, he gotta have it. Don't really try talk on how I'm living. Nah. Just know I'm paper chasing, don't got no time for chillin'. Ayy, I come from where it ain't how you living. Nah. It's like how you gon' eat every day. Home Depot Migos, run it to your car, underlay. Hold my cousin, beat his case. I was just dead broke the other day. Now I stick and move on a check. I can't stay away. I just blow a jet to the face. Yeah. I'm just swerving through the traffic. I'm just swerving through the traffic. I'm just swerving through the traffic, gang. I'm just swerving in the traffic. I'm just swerving through this traffic. I'm just swerving through this traffic, baby. Dude don't even know me. Just cause I'm light skinned don't mean shit so sunny. What the fuck is so funny? Please pay me if you owe me. Dog, get the bucket running my bag. Now he wrapped up like a mummy. Ay, now she ride me like a pony. I've been the man, making plans. How I get richer, man. Fuck what they say. Big count, a lot of bands. I run up a check. Ay, it's nothing to less. Ay, can't serve us a threat. Ay, you play, you get wet. My brother's a blood. I serve us on smoke. Ay, you know it's a rap. Ay, and what you really know, nigga. My niggas is that. And I'm just swerving through the traffic. And I'm just swerving through the traffic. I'm just swerving through the traffic. And I'm I'm just swerving through the traffic. I'm just swerving through the traffic. I'm just swerving through the traffic, yeah. I'm just swerving through the traffic. Gotta let these niggas have it. Gotta let these niggas have
Swerving
it.
through the traffic, got your mouth on drop. Keep a bag, fucked up a check, the rain don't stop. So I do my money dance while I'm picking his pocket. So now you thought this shit was free, you tryna park your rocket. Oh nah, I ain't rocking, no baby, but I'm bopping. In the club, throwing dubs to the bitches, pussies popping. Oh nah, I ain't stopping till I get to the top. If you ain't fucking with me, now them bum ass boots better walk. When you see me on the carpet, red bottoms on my feet, bloody shoes tipping, walking down. Even say my name, you a bird, keep on squawking, keep my name out your mouth, and you gon' be alright. If not, next time I see your man, we gon' fight. I have him more than me, I got that say I may rather fight. Fuck his brains out and send him back, turned out right. If he take too long to come, say your words ain't right. Cause if it's tight, he'll let you ride his tongue all night.
I'm just swerving through the traffic. I'm just swerving through the traffic. I'm just swerving through the traffic, yeah. I'm just swerving in the traffic. I'm just swerving through the traffic. I'm just swerving through the traffic, baby. I'm just swerving through the traffic. I'm just swerving through the traffic, then it's swerving through the traffic, yeah. I've been swerving in the traffic, yeah. I'm just swerving in the traffic, then it's swerving in the traffic, yeah.
Man, another banger, another banger.
Ooh, that was nice.
Like, is this all we gonna be hearing from you?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Checkmate. Not the two, you know, but.
So, this is a question I think I should ask every artist. What's the longest you've been in the studio recording? Because I believe as an artist, you should eat, sleep, bleed.
I told you I was in the studio all winter in my house.
Like, so, like,
Hibernating. You hear me? We was hibernating.
so you just was waking up, right, recording.
Yes,
waking
I
up,
was doing
recording.
freestyles, posting freestyles on my YouTube and on my page. I made it my business to try to put a freestyle out almost every week.
Okay.
And I was basically, like I said, recording music. I have a lot of music. I probably have over 120, like between 120 and 140 songs.
Nice.
So, and that's just, I can have shit written just in case, you know what I'm saying? So,
That's a good look, though.
yeah, I have a lot of music, and a lot of it is not even out. Like, I only have 2 songs on iTunes because I want to be very meticulous with how I put my music out. So,
Right, that's right.
yeah, I want people to be receptive to. It's something that people can party to.
You go out of town as far as with your music?
Yeah, I have. I've done like Hot 16s in Jersey.
Okay, yeah.
I performed in Philly, South Carolina, Georgia. I had a bad experience down south, but we ain't gonna talk about that. It's another show. But yeah, I've been traveling. But I really, like I said, been trying to get the home base, you know, on
Yeah.
point and trying to get my city fucking with me
But
first.
sometimes that's the thing, though. You know, I don't know why it's that, but it seems like your own area don't rock with you like
They
the
don't see
outer
consistency.
area.
That's what I feel like.
And
And
it's
I know
like-
it's not consistent.
And maybe consistency, but it could be into the modeling, it can be into the clothing line, it don't have to just be into rapping. So it's just like if you're not from here and you do come here, they're on you for some reason. You know what I'm saying? It's like why when you have your own, your own bloodline right here from the DMV, and yet you still want support, but yet you do everything else. It's sad.
It is sad, but that all goes into like marketing and promotion. Because if most of us in the DMV that got that talent, if we was rich, we'd be on.
Yeah.
On. Period.
Tell me.
I also want to say one of them reasons is because we a hop on city now. I mean, it's like when they feel as though you hot, then that's when they want to
Okay, I got what you're saying.
build the friendships and all that. Like, nigga, where was you at before I was hot?
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of late, aren't you? No new
Yeah,
friends.
it's a bandwagon thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, like let's just say Ariella Yella effortless.
R.E.
That's like if the right person get caught listening to her music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else gonna be like, oh, who that? Oh, I'm gonna go. Now they gonna go copy.
Jump on it,
Yeah, definitely.
You know how that go. One
When-
person wear tight pants, everybody else want to wear.
Yeah.
when that was
Definitely.
already popping. Like, nigga, you could have heard her 5 years ago.
Yeah,
You know
facts.
what I'm saying? So, that's what I think is wrong with us. And then we definitely don't support our own artists.
You know, and the
Um,
promotion is down like you were just saying.
But you know why though? I mean, not to cut you off, but we as artists don't promote other local artists either. We don't
Exactly
listen
what
to
it
each other's
is.
music.
Exactly what it is.
Like the difference when I do these showcases, I have the art before I send the music to the DJ. I have them send me their music so I can listen to it. I call them personally, so you know what I'm saying. Make sure they're gonna be able to show up and try to get a feel of who they are, so I can be able to introduce them better. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about personalization. And if I repost my man music, he gonna repost my music just because I reposted his music. You feel what I'm saying? You have to show support to get it back. And I feel like when you trying to put yourself on a platform, you have to throw the support out there for other people first. Go to their showcase, you know what I'm saying, and see them perform. Because you can't expect somebody to come see you if you right. So that's just how I look at it.
Yeah, that's sad though.
It is, but
It's like, they say you gotta earn to get respect.
you do.
But honestly, you gotta learn to actually even earn it. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't learn it, how you gonna give it? But at the end of the day, it's just like sometimes a person learns by a leader. So
Definitely.
like you say, you gotta go to other people and actually, show support, which is cool. Hopefully they do the same, but 9 times out of 10, they don't want to because it's like, oh, we have to pay money. Oh no, we're not gonna do that.
And then that's another thing. This showcase is free.
Yeah.
It's free for people to get in. So the artists they come and perform, and all your guests is free. There's
That's
no
nice.
reason why they can't come support you.
They'll find one.
Exactly.
They gonna find one.
They will.
that's another thing I wanted to talk on, especially with you about to do your own showcase. So, me as promoter, promoting showcases, things like that, people always look at like, oh, he just trying to get money. So you as an artist, now you get to see, it's not really about us getting money. This club got to get their money for having their doors open. So they at least want you to buy a drink or something. It's like artists don't even want to do that. So how you gonna perform? Well, me, I put it like this: if you ain't got $20 for a drink,
It's no need.
you shouldn't be an artist anyway, because you can't even invest in yourself.
True.
Well, back to your music. What type of artist do you consider yourself?
I really, truly, and honestly wanted to be a singer. But vocally, I need a coach. I need a lot to hone that skill. Because I grew up in a choir.
Church choir?
Yeah, church choir. I went from youth to young adult. I did all of that. So I sang for a long time, but I kind of got out of that scene for a long period of time. But I do have a little voice. But I just said, let me start rapping first, because you got to push yourself some type of way. And I didn't want to just keep sitting like, oh, I'm going to be a singer, I'm going to be a singer. I was like, no, let me just spit some bars and then see what happens from there.
Okay, so at the end of the day, you versatile. You can do it different ways. So as far as like, do you do clothing line, you model, do that on the side?
I'm still trying to lose more weight before we talk about modeling.
Not really. Not really. They like them all shapes and sizes. Don't discriminate yourself.
I mean, yeah, you do got to be some type of model when you take your photo shoots. Like I have certain photo shoots, like so I can have pictures for flyers, for cover art and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm getting into that. That side of myself. So I just started getting my nails done, wearing makeup, and like a couple years ago, I just started doing that. I wasn't never that girl that wore makeup and stuff like that.
It took me about 20 years ago, but yeah.
Yeah, but I love it now.
Yeah.
I
It makes
love
you feel
it.
good.
Yeah, it did.
So what would you like people to take away from your music?
Just good vibes, good feelings. Just just make you feel like a boss. That's what I want to make my music. Make women feel like a boss, and even men too. You know what I'm saying? Just learn how to boss up. That's what my music is about. Getting your money, not letting these niggas play you. Not letting these bitches play y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I'm about. Just not getting worked, because I've been worked a lot in my life just because I was
Girl,
that
who
gullible
haven't?
person who helped out everybody. You know what I'm saying? And at the end, that's all it was me. You know what I'm
The
saying?
short
So
end of the stick.
nobody was going, you know what I'm saying, let me stay with them when I needed a place to stay. But, you know, when I had my places, you know what I'm saying, people was
Door
always
open
over
when
there.
it-
You know what I'm
door
saying? Eating your
open.
chips and shit, eating your cereal.
Chips,
and
girl, we talking
finishing
about
your milk
food
and shit.
stamps, everything just
Yeah,
taking
all of
break.
that. Wear your shoes and shit. But,
Toilet paper gone, won't even change the roll,
Yeah,
but
won't
you-
even bring nothing in. You know what I'm saying?
Eating your cereal.
Stains on your carpet and stuff. You know what I'm saying? From just
Feel
dumb
like
shit.
Cinderella.
Yeah, just stupidness. You know what I'm saying? But I don't regret nothing that I've ever done for nobody. I just
Exactly.
learned from what I've done. So now I just like to promote that in my music, independence. And it's good to need somebody sometimes too.
Right.
So.
Right. I was just about to say, I hope you ain't changed that too much.
No change.
Because sometimes a gift like that is a gift from God.
Yeah, definitely.
So I wouldn't change that. But I do understand what you're saying. Like a lot of people take that niceness or whatever, like, oh, they soft or she soft, and they think it's easy.
But it's okay to be soft sometimes, though. It's just you ain't got to be soft with certain people. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So
you don't gotta be no Sam Sasha head. Like,
Right.
you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Just be okay, like a doormat, you know?
Have some type of voice for
backbone.
yourself.
Yeah. I feel you on that. But yeah, to keep that good heart because, you know, what you do to others, you know, it'll come back to you 10 times more.
Definitely, I believe in that. Strong believe in that.
So, how you feel about what's going on right now in the DMV music scene? As far as like, for instance, this last thing with Shaq Glizzy and the guy around 37th. The petty beefs and things like that. How you feel about that?
I think it's other things like that need our attention, you know, like the gentrification issues and stuff that we have going on in the city and how they're giving people vouchers and pushing them out of their hoods where they grew up at and making them go out Montgomery County somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more important issues that we need to be focused on than little beefs. And then also I think, you know, the men need to put the guns down and start
You
fighting.
ain't got no
again.
leaders. All the leaders are gone.
Definitely. And
All the
you
leaders
know,
are gone.
and it's not even no space for it to be no leaders because everybody want to be a leader. Nobody want to sit back and listen, or you know what I'm saying.
Learn.
Nobody want to take advice. Nobody want to hear shit. You know what I'm saying?
They
It's
really
just
don't.
like people want instant gratification. People don't really want to work for nothing no more. It's just like we just need to come together and help each other out more. Just like I'm not going to discriminate, but Spanish people.
I just said it in my head, but I
They
didn't
can
wanna
live
say
in a
too
house
much.
with 5, 6, 7 people in a 1 bedroom, and all of them happy and joyous, drinking and partying.
She mean Hispanics.
Hispanics. I'm sorry.
They get mad at me when I said it too.
apologize.
I know it's a language.
But I love
Yeah.
Hispanics though. Me growing up
Yeah.
in Riverdale, I've been around them. You know
That's
what I'm
all-
saying?
that's all over there.
I eat the food. I love
Love
to
their
speak
food.
Spanish. You know what I'm saying? I love their culture.
If I could speak it,
Period.
Lord have mercy.
But if we could take from what we see from them sometimes and apply a little bit of that to us, I think we could be a lot better because there's a lot of unity with them.
You don't gotta say. You don't gotta say.
That one of
It's
them getting
crazy.
fight. They coming from out the woodworks, and they're gonna
And
tell
it's
you
not
I've
even
seen
about
this.
that. You know, they would take their own from Mexico and bring them here,
Yeah.
and it'd be a 1 bedroom, be 7 of them,
Yeah.
and it could be. That's how they start off, and they let one person work. And let the other person, you
Take
know,
care of home.
exactly why everybody getting themselves situated, and then they allow that
Branch
one
off.
person branch off and get their house, and then they keep on going. That's how, and they work on the next person in that house, and it only take about 3 years. But see, they know how to be a community amongst themselves. We don't have that. I think we went to this. We talked about this before, you know, and it's sad because we have that mentality of that, you know, as we was in shelter and how
We
you
still
call it,
enslaved.
slavery and all that. Our mind is just set into that. It's like we don't wanna work with the next because we trying to have a competition. We trying to beat the next, and it's not about that. It's sad.
It is.
I mean, well, it was kind of like set up like that from the beginning, like we touched on last week. And a lot of people don't even know it, so I guess that could be a reason why it's still happening, the Willie Lynch law thing. I don't know how many people know about that, but it definitely says men against women, light skin against dark skin, old against
All
young,
that.
everything we still doing. So this plan was already
the plan over 300 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
manifesting right now.
No, it's just a plan of man because those 300 years, like you talking about the Bible, that Bible has been taken like chapters. You know, what about the Book of Enoch? Like that was in the Bible. You don't see that. Like we're not going to talk about that because
Right.
at the end of the day, at the end of the day,
Right,
it's a lot into that. And as we go on, we just want unity. You know what I'm saying? And I like the fact that we, as females, you know, we can strive and at least come together, even if it's in music, modeling, cooking, any type of entrepreneur situation. We can motivate each other. But if we can't do that, then how can we grow? Because as women, or as just women, period, we are the, you know what I'm saying? We are the strength or the heart, while the men are the strength. You know what I'm saying? So we really supposed to try to help bring everybody together. But it seems like men don't want to listen. Why is that?
What you mean men don't want to listen? Y'all women don't want to listen.
That's all it is.
With two women sitting to my left, right?
It's just that it's a lot of women screaming independent right now just because of how men have been in the past. Now men are screaming women are the new man.
I mean, that's the bad part.
But that's what men have built in the past. You know what I'm saying? But it's no more man, you know what I'm saying, taking care of
home
fully. You know what I'm saying?
And
it's really not none of that. It's a lot of independent women that really could give a fuck about a nigga.
And yeah, that's the problem.
But that, I'm about to say, do you think that's because of y'all? And I ain't gonna touch on that too much.
It's the environment that we have grown upon to. Honestly, you got to think about it. Like, you know, how can you, like, I worked in DOD, you know what I'm saying? So for me, for doing that for so long, you start picking up tendencies that you don't want to pick up, manly ways or this and that, because that's the type of job you have, you know. And then you transitioned over into modeling or those something that's girly, you be like, oh, this is fun. I don't want to carry a pistol no more. But yet, here you go, carrying a pistol and modeling. So it's like, shit, this can work both ways, you know what I'm saying? But then you get a dude, or he be like, you too manly. I'm like, well, how can you be soft? Because it seems like you the one bitching. So it's like the roles be turning, and it's not good because we gotta find that balance that as women or just period that we need to know our place. I don't want to be manly and acting like a man. Fuck that.
Just be submissive. Just being submissive.
Yeah.
You know?
I just want to be comfortable with the person I'm with.
One thing is in the food.
Oh yeah.
Definitely in the food. You know what I'm saying? They go real deep. Like they drugging us. They using rap. They using music to push certain things.
Effeminized.
They TV. Everything is being pushed. So it's like.
But really, that really holds no merit. Everything starts in the household.
It does.
It does. It starts in the household. Build a family. You know what I'm saying? Build tradition. You know, we need tradition back. We need to leave legacy. You know, legacies for our kids. Like, we don't do that. And then we get mad. We get mad at the next person because we feel like they got a silver spoon in their mouth. Like, because for them to get that silver spoon, somebody had to do something. Somebody had to go through the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Just like Cardi B. Cardi B had to go through the dirt, and now I'm sure her daughter would never. I'm sure she gonna make sure her daughter will never have to go through what she went through. You feel what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but see, and I'm gonna say that's another thing too. It definitely like, it's not so much with men, it's more with women. Like, you know, they'll talk about what Cardi B had to do, or like how Cardi B came out and said she used to rob niggas when she was setting up sex joints. But that's what she had to do to get where she at.
It's a grimy game.
Things happen, you know. But at the end of the day, thank God, you know, things is better for her and the other person. But you know, where can we find your music? And
everywhere. I'm everywhere. SoundCloud. Yes. I'm on that.
Tell us where you gonna find you. Like,
you can find me on iTunes. You can just type in Ariella Effortless.
Yes.
And I'll come up on Google. My music will come up. You can stream me iTunes, Google Music, everywhere.
Can you spell it for the people out here that's slow?
ARIELLAEFFORTLESS.
And that's on Instagram and Facebook?
Yes.
Awesome. Yes, y'all go check out that music. She's very hot, man.
She said she
No,
got it.
Instagram is Ariella.effortless.
Okay.
So just type in Ariella dot and I should pop up, hopefully, if I'm popping.
Okay. Okay. So I think that next project should be that you, Shelly, and Jilla Keisha joint. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know if that's
I'm
gonna
here
happen,
for it.
but I'm hoping somebody hear this and they
Me
contact
too.
you and get that popping.
Killer, MC, where y'all at? That's gonna be hot.
And where's your showcase on Wednesdays again?
It's at Balaga Lounge, 8081 Georgia Avenue.
Yeah, y'all go check that out, man. I know I am.
Yeah, that's what's up. Come through.
Now it's free for artists.
No, it's free for guests.
Oh, it's free for guests.
Yes, artists is $20 for 2 songs.
Oh, with that, I
ain't
mean that's still
nothing.
That's nothing.
that's still free.
Yeah, I started off at $10 for 2 songs, but then I
That's
went up.
nice.
Yeah, so 20 is gonna be the maximum.
I definitely can.
With incentives, this week, like I said, we having a beat competition, and I'm gonna have a couple of different producers there showcasing their beat, and whoever gets the best beat gets to pick what artists they want to work with, and then they're gonna get a free hour of studio time with G, the mastermind, who produces and engineers my music.
Okay.
So
I mean, I'm definitely hoping a couple of people listening, like studios I know, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I could tell you to reach out to them HH Studios. They from Northeast. By you hanging in that uptown area, Northeast, you probably heard of Big Moon. He a producer as well. Work with a lot of people, so that probably would be something he might or should be interested in.
That should be it, you know.
I'm trying to keep it going. She got me interested.
y'all for
We gotta
having
take
me. I
the,
really
yes, we gotta
appreciate
take this
y'all.
off air. We can't run over. You can't run over.
But again, this is Devour'e TV on this gorgeous radio, powered by Niketi Studios. I am Devour'e B, and my co-host is,
I'm chemistry, y'all.
and the guest today was,
Ariella Effortless, DMV Slayer, bitch.
Woo!
I feel as though a video should came
Let's
out.
go. You hear me?
All right, guys. I take care.